A Christmas Castle, Home for the Holidays, A Candy-Coated Christmas. They're all Hallmark movies, and they're a staple when the holidays come around, but they are just that. Movies, people, movies.
Dr. Laura Saunders from the Institute of Living is here and has more on why it's so important that we don't really compare our family life to these movies, especially this time of the year when we're supposed to be feeling so joyous. Hi, Doctor.
Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Scott, that jacket is outstanding, and I'm going to have to bring my plaid game.
All right, bring it in. Bring it in, Dr. Laura. I'm ready.
All right, here's the thing. There are no Hallmark families.
No.
Right? You just read that whole list of beautiful titles with beautiful stories and beautiful families. But all families have their crazy Uncle Matt or their college dropout or their adult children living back home or a little bit of substance use or the LGBTQ family member who's just coming out or not out yet. We all have families that are different and make us unique. And when we spend a lot of time comparing, because I'm sure everyone did, all the adults, all the parents did it, post Thanksgiving. They said, oh, this family had a beautiful Thanksgiving. This family, they were all together. We didn't have all my family together, right? All that social comparison only serves to make us feel terrible about ourselves and about our families.
Yeah, even the looks of the men. I mean, every man is stunningly beautiful and handsome. And then I look in the mirror and I go, wrinkle, old, fat.
Stop it.
Move on. No,
it's hard to do, though. I remember growing up, my mom used to say that that you shouldn't compare yourself to others. You'll either be vain or bitter. That's an old-fashioned saying. You're saying it's the thief of all joy. But it's hard not to do it, right? So what do you recommend when maybe your kids are saying, well, so-and-so's getting that, or you're even saying, well, my table doesn't look like theirs? Like, how do we not do that, or how do we pick something that's going to serve us better?
Right. Because what social media is social media is someone's highlight reel, right? So you're comparing the flaws of your own life to someone else's highlight reel, to someone else's special effects. So it comes back to, let's focus on what can I do? I mean, there might be things that we each can do to improve sort of the quality of our family life or include a few more traditions, right? So let's start this. Believe it or not, the first day of the last month of 2021, let's start by thinking of some family traditions or some family routines that we want to incorporate, maybe for the month of December, but for the year, right? Here's some examples. Have the same meal on every day, right? Taco Tuesday or Pasta Wednesday. Do something to create routine in your family. Start a fun activity jar. Every time you do something fun as a family, put it in the little mason jar. And then at the end of the year, you review all the fun activities that you did. So you realize that you actually did a lot of activities as a family. For parents, plan a monthly date night with one of your kids.
I love
right?
this
So
idea. I think this is the
parent
best.
A goes out with child B, parent B goes out with child D, right? Take the time and create some of the memories. So if you feel inadequate, turn it into something. Take that as motivation.
So I love the idea of the date night with each kid.
I love it. I just think it's the best idea that I've ever heard.
The dynamic that you have sometimes when all the siblings are together is very different than when they're alone. You also say, just even like if we were to camp out in front of our Christmas tree or do something, I guess that everyone wants to do, because if you try to say so-and-so does this and it doesn't work for your family, you want to pick something that your whole family is going to enjoy.
Right. And it might be, sometimes having an entire family together is sometimes a little bit too much. So you break things down into parts, but try things, right? Try to have a night where you watch movies and maybe the kids sleep out in front of the Christmas tree. Plan a trip, plan a Saturday trip to the library and make it a more regular occasion. Try something new, do a new activity or new program. Parks and Rec in most towns have great programs. Try something new. So it will require a little effort to create some traditions or build in some routines. And so take that feeling of inadequacy, if that's what you're holding on to, and turn it into something.
All right, let's say it together, Kara, as we close out the piece. Social comparison is the thief of
all joy.
And there are no Hallmark families.
Thank you.
Are you sure? I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm going to keep watching, though. I love them. All right.
I'm
thanks.
sure. I see lots of families. I'm sure.
Thanks, Doc. See you next week.